If accountability brings retaliation, who is actually allowed to hold Israel accountable? Israel is considering removing British officials from a multinational center helping coordinate the Gaza ceasefire and post-war arrangements. Why? Because Britain is considering stronger measures against Israeli settlements in the occupied West Bank, potentially including restrictions on settlement goods. Israel says it cannot allow punitive measures against it without responding. Diplomatic retaliation between countries is nothing new. But using a Gaza peace mechanism to punish governments for challenging Israeli policy somewhere else raises a much bigger question. Is this international cooperation or cooperation conditional upon agreeing with Israel? The Netherlands has already had representatives removed following measures Israel characterized as anti-Israel. Britain could now face similar treatment. Meanwhile, London and several allies have sanctioned individuals and organizations accused of enabling violent attacks by Israeli settlers against Palestinians. Britain is also challenging further settlement expansion, including the controversial E1 project. The overwhelming international legal position is that Israeli settlements in occupied Palestinian territory violate international law. Israel disputes important elements of that interpretation and argues that international institutions frequently apply unfair standards against it. Israel has every right to make that case. It can challenge Britain's evidence, challenge its sanctions, challenge its interpretation of international law. But accountability cannot mean that consequences are legitimate only when the country being scrutinized agrees with them, and Gaza makes this particularly troubling. International partners are being asked to help monitor a fragile ceasefire, support reconstruction, and build whatever political framework eventually follows this war. That mechanism needs credibility. If countries can be removed because they criticize Israeli policy in the West Bank, how independent is that international involvement supposed to be? Does Israel want international partners, or only international partners who don't disagree with it? Israel should be treated like every other state. Its security concerns matter. Its citizens deserve protection. Allegations against its enemies should be investigated, but allegations concerning Israeli conduct must be open to scrutiny too. That's not hostility towards Israel, that's what equal standards mean. So retaliate diplomatically if Britain adopts a policy Israel believes is unfair. Make the argument, present the evidence. But don't turn a multinational Gaza peace mechanism into the punishment. Because if accountability always produces retaliation against whoever demands it, eventually accountability becomes practically impossible. And then the question is no longer whether Israel agrees with international scrutiny, it's whether anybody else is actually permitted to exercise it. This has been the JR Voice. Stay tuned for more unpacking of global headlines.